To begin with, the world of sport is a versatile unity of strength, endurance, will compete and win realized in tempos and movements of various kinds of difficulty. Though, in this paper, the comparing and contrasting ideas are emphasized between two sports, soccer and basketball. Thus, a peculiar outlook will be analyzed as of the various characteristic features in these sports. The compare/contrast description touches on the structural, physical, social, and emotional peculiarities. Soccer and basketball are popular all around the world and have no boundaries in achieving a definite audience of people who adore these. It was resulted in the emergence of these sports at the relatively same time, at the end of the 19th century. Soccer is popular mainly in Europe and Latin America and is called football, for the main parts of a player's body involved when playing are legs. On the other hand, basketball needs hands participation in addition, and this fact presupposes that a basketball player needs more energy during the whole period of time. Nevertheless, soccer players should be active during 90 minutes of the regulation game plus, if there is a draw, additional time of 30 minutes, so the players become more tired in contrast with basketball players who are active for almost 50 minutes. Undoubtedly, soccer in the duration of time is more tiresome for players. Nevertheless, basketball is more intensive in terms of the body parts participation. Another approach touches upon the number of players in each sport. In basketball, there are only 5 players distinguishing their role and position on the playfield. In football, however, the number of players is 11. Then, the main places to be achieved and scored in both kinds of sport are surrounded with net, but structurally present a mere difference. Two games tend to gather huge audiences of fans and people who want to enjoy the game performance with striking moments. For example, in soccer, there are many cases during the game of dummies and fascinating goals done in a virtuosic manner. Basketball plays, NBA, for instance, are rich in various slam dunks and rebounds per game. These moments similarly fulfill the emotional and aesthetic state of a man's life. Furthermore, it implies some interests in life in order not to be dull and drab. These primordial features of both games take an active part in gathering people around sport on the whole, representing personal challenge in every man or woman adoring playing any of two games. Such intentions provide better increase of sport culture worldwide. As it is considered, a sound mind is in a sound body, so the aims of these sports tend to attract more people, either potential players and people liking game or ordinary fans. Another difference lies in scoring goals. In soccer, like in hockey, for instance, there are usually not so many points of goal scoring, from 0 to 6 as a rule. In basketball, the points differ with the sort of the dash, whether it is a lay-in or 3 or several types of falls. In other words, basketball has lots of scores. That is why sideliners are just excited to point out too many different scores. In contrast, every score in soccer makes the audience get out and shout loud, reminding of a massive joy throughout the region, country, or even number of different countries which root for a definite team. To conclude, both games have many in common, depicting the structural, social, emotional, and even historical value. Notwithstanding, the differences of these two are too obvious and distinguish in the number of players, scores, fans. The main goal, however, for both kinds of sports is to spread sport culture around the world. Study Corgi can help you make your studies smarter. Visit studycorgi.com for more samples like this, study tips, and writing tools.